kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Split backs here. Play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Drops back. It's Barber. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Turning it on. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's raining. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Barber. He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds us back in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And the shot to clear is Will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The shot to clears peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Off play action on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Right side, it's Moses. Quick step and go. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, it's Rainey. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Tight end now in motion. He's got it on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Dumps it to the back. Complete in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
To the air, it's Barber. That pass is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Ripping through the defense. The 20. He's at the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, shot to clear.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They give it to him again. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Sacramento State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And they kick it through for the extra. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back gets to give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. These corners going to give them some space. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to pass. It's Barber. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the shot to clear will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The shot that clears, pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Barber. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, Defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Second down to the air. Comes down, it's Johnson. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Back to throw, it's Barber. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the grab. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Across the 45. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. Third down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Drops back on first down. Caught by Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 17, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Volunteers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Blue 22, go.
Hand it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Right back to it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up fourth.
Snapped on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
They'll move the tight end. Direct snap. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Barber. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the run, it's Conrad.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Turning it on! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Complete to the right. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And the pummeling has started.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Number 47 set to kick this one away.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Follows his blocks. It's Edwards. Defense all over him.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw, it's Barber. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sacramento State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. On the return, it's Johnson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Out wide right, it's Lawrence. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Scanning the field, it's Barber. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Ready? Hey, take it. 89-19 fireball. 89-19 fireball. Go.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gonna take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll run him again. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short.
Wide 53. Flip.